It's time for the Quiver River Electric TribCast Pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
And good afternoon and welcome to Canton High School, the Class 2 District 6 tournament here on TribCast. Mark Fronick in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. We've got two men's opening round games from this gym tonight, and then a ladies semifinal from the Class 3 District 7 tournament as Bowling Green is in action against Lutheran St. Charles. That game coming up with a 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock scheduled tip-off from Winfield High School. Chuck and April on the call down there. And we've got two games spread out tonight. We've got the first and the third game from this gym. So first off, we'll have 3-seed Louisiana taking on 6-seed Paris. You just saw Paris come through your screen and get ready for their second warm-up of this pregame. Louisiana, the 3-seed. And then later on, we'll have the 2-7 matchup as 2-seed Van Farn takes on 7-seed Clopton. So two of our area teams doing battle. They met last Friday night in the final regular season game of the season, and Van Farn won that one decidedly at Van Farn High School on senior night. So that's what's coming up tonight. Tomorrow night in this gym, we'll have the Clopton Lady Hawks in semifinal action taking on the 2-seed in this tournament. And that would be the second seed Paris Lady Coyotes, 20-6 on the season against Clopton, 17-7 on this 2017-2018 campaign. So that's what's coming up in the near future. We're a day behind here at Canton as they canceled games last night, postponed games. So everything pushed back one day. So men's opening round tonight, ladies semifinals tomorrow, the men's semifinals on Friday, and then the championships both on Saturday here from Canton, Missouri. We'll take a quick break, come back and talk about this matchup a little bit as we continue in the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department, neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, online at quiver.com.
Welcome back to Canton, getting ready for the first of two games here tonight. Louisiana, the 3-seed, taking on 6-seed Paris, and let's talk about Paris a little bit. They're led by Connor Heitmeyer. He's just a sophomore, shooting about 45% from the field, has amassed 269 points this season while playing in all 24 games for the Coyotes. Also up there as far as shooting percentage, 37% for Forrest Ebsmeyer, the freshman, shooting about 35%. They're your top three scorers on this team. First guy off the bench, Rentschler, he's shooting about 43%, but the points drop down by the time he gets into the lineup, into the mix for this Paris team. So look at option A is Heitmeyer, option B is Forrest. Your third shooter is Ebsmeyer for the Paris Coyotes. For Louisiana, of course, it all depends on Derek Richards. If he can have a big night and you can get a bit of secondary scoring, this should be a pretty easy opening round for the Bulldogs. And that really depends on if he comes out hot early. He's not a player that likes to build. If he starts strong, he's going to go strong through all four quarters for these Bulldogs. You got to get some contribution from Francis dishing the ball, and then some outside shooting as well. Zach Harrison is interesting in this lineup, as well as Dalton Oberhaus. If they can be physical and get some points down low, it's going to be a good night for Louisiana in this opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. We'll take a quick break, come back with more. Your starting lineup still to come as well here on the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back to Canton, getting ready for our 3-6 matchup in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament here from the home of the Tigers as Louisiana takes on Paris. Our second game tonight, again at 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock scheduled tip-off as Van Far against Clopton. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this game. So if Louisiana can hold serve and advance, they're going to be taking on another familiar foe in the semifinals of this tournament. The other two games, the 5:30 game is Canton against South Shelby, and that is the 1-8 matchup. Canton, the number 1 seed, of course. And then at 8:30 is the 4-5 between Scotland County and Knox County. So the winners of those two games will play each other. The semifinal for our area teams would be the late game coming up in 2 days, and that would be at 7 o'clock, 6:45, pregame from this gym. That's the time we'll be on the air tomorrow as Clopton takes on Paris in the ladies' semifinals of this tournament. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game, our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineups. See all the services your Pike County Health Department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. First for the number 6 seed, Paris Coyotes. They're 6-17 on the season, coached by Wade Billington. They'll start number 1, a sophomore at 6'1", Blake Turner. 5'11" senior gets to start number 5, Brett Miller. A sophomore at 5'6", number 11, Connor Heitmeyer in the starting 5, as well as a freshman at 6'1", number 24, Chris Ebsmeyer, and a junior at 5'9", number 34, Adam Forrest. So only one senior in the lineup, very young starting 5 for Coach Billington. It's Turner, Miller, Heitmeyer, Ebsmeyer, and Forrest. For the number 3 seed Louisiana Bulldogs, they're coached by Matt Smith, have a record of 15-9. They'll start a senior, number 1, Michael Francis. Another senior, number 2, Dalton Oberhaus gets the start. How about another senior, number 3, Zach Ellsworth in the starting 5. Then a junior, number 5, Derek Richards. And a senior, number 20, Zach Harrison. So again, it's Francis, Oberhaus, Ellsworth, Richards, and Harrison, the starting 5 for your Louisiana Bulldogs. Bulldogs the 3 seed, Paris the 6 seed here in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. Your starting lineups are brought to you by the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, online at PikeCountyHealth.org. Home Health and Hospice, our neighbors helping neighbors. We've got tip-off coming up in just a couple minutes, our La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip. And introductions on the floor just minutes away. It's Louisiana and Paris in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. It's coming up next on the peoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, coverage of high school basketball. The district tournaments from the People's Tribune newspaper are brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Young Enterprises Incorporated, La Crosse Lumber Company, by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Community State Bank, by Shelter Insurance agents Tim Jenkins in Louisiana and Frank Wallace in Vandalia, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, Abel's Quick Shops, American Family Insurance agents Marjorie Koch in Ellsbury and Rusty Strother in Vandalia, by the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Airco Travel Centers, B&B Automotive, Baragiola Hardware and Lumber, the Mid Beach Funeral Homes LLC, Bowling Green Lumber Company, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cellular and Satellite Center, by Central Bank of Audrain County, Cole Chiropractic Center, Collier Funeral Home, Craig's Truck and Tractor, by Dairy Queen in Vandalia, Danny Orff General Contracting, Davis Ready Mix, by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, DH Electric, by Family Health Pharmacies, 54 Package Store, Frankfurt Farm Supply, by Hankey Construction, Ingram Plumbing, Knights Equipment Company, Hugh Brand Construction, Lynn's Heritage House, by Meyer Implement Company, McMailer and Sons Backhoe Excavating and Septic Company, Rawls County Mutual Insurance, by Saints Avenue Cafe, Spare Time Bowl and Grill, the Banfar Indian Booster Club, Spring Valley Accounting Services, Stanek Auto and Supply, and by Tri-County Care Center in Vandalia. Now, coverage of district high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
And welcome to Canton High School, the home of the Class 2 District 6 tournament here on TribCast. Mark Fronick in the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth, set for 2 games from this gym, 1 from Winfield, as we have boys opening round action from this tournament and ladies semifinal action from Winfield in the Class 3 District 7 tournament as Bowling Green takes on Lutheran St. Charles. Chuck and April on the call down there. I'm solo up here, and I have the 2 games with a break in the middle later on, a 7 o'clock game is Van Far and Clopton in the 2-7 matchup. This is the 3-6 between the Bulldogs and the Paris Coyotes, and it's awfully early in the afternoon, so if you couldn't get out of work and come on up for this game, glad you're with us on TribCast for opening round action here at Districts. We'll take a quick break. Teams about to head to their benches and be introduced to this sparse crowd up at Canton. Again, we're a day late as this opening round was postponed yesterday because of the ice. There's some weather up here predicted for late tonight, so we'll see if that further affects the schedule. But we're playing for now, and Louisiana set to take on Paris finally in the opening round. We'll take a quick break, come back with your La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip just minutes away on thepeoplestribune.com.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Mike's Tire Service, Pike County Title Company, Calumet Incorporated, the Clopton Hawks Booster Club, Pepsi-Cola Bottlers of Bowling Green, Lincoln County Farmers Co-op, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, and by C. Tom Backer Accounting. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Dude, you look different. Well, my
Bulls Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Are you looking for a subcompact tractor with massive working potential and comfort? That's the Kubota BX Series. Haul, mow, dig, plow, all from the comfort of America's best-selling subcompact tractor. Take home a dependable BX80 now with financing as low as 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus great customer instant rebates and a 6-year warranty. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company. Business Highway 61 North. Offer now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
TribCast video courtesy of Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana. You can save when you insure both home and auto with Shelter. Call Tim Jenkins for details. Opening tip brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need for your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company getting the job done. And it's won by Harrison. And Louisiana will have first possession. They're in their home whites, trimmed in that Louisiana signature red. Oh, an alley-oop to start. And Richards on the board quickly for the Bulldogs. So we talked about him needing a hot start, and that's kind of the way to do it for Louisiana. With it is Ebsmeyer on the near side. Bounce pass inside for Turner. His shot from the baseline no good. And the rebound knocked around, and they get it back. Adam Forrest with the board. He's got the ball in the far corner for the Coyotes. He'll hand off for Brett Miller. Miller through Heitmeyer to the far side for Adam Forrest. Forrest now for Chris Ebsmeyer over to the far side. Thinking about the three was Miller. Out to guard him was Richards, and the shot is up and good to tie the game at 2. Bulldogs on the attack. Up top to Ellsworth. He'll hand off for Richards. Now to Francis. Francis comes near side for Zach Ellsworth. Ellsworth for Dalton Oberhaus over the far side for Tarek Richards. Richards comes to the near side for Ellsworth. Now back up top to Michael Francis. Francis hands it off to Derek. To the near side for Oberhaus. Now for Francis. Francis from the middle of the lane. Pops it in. And Louisiana back ahead by 2. Adam Forrest for the Coyotes. Goes far side for Brett Miller. Now back up top for Heitmeyer to the near side again. Miller floats a pass now to Blake Turner. Down low off a set of Louisiana hands, and it'll stay with the Coyotes. 5:56 to play here in the first. Coyotes in their road blues, trimmed in silver and white. And kicking out, Connor Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer to the free throw line for Turner. Turner's shot rims out. And Oberhaus the rebound for the Bulldogs. How about a three from Richards? That's good. Derek Richards with the tray and a timeout taken by Paris. Already down 5 here in the early going. 7-2, Louisiana leads here in the first on TribCast.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Derek Richards already with 5 points. Michael Francis with a pair. And a 5-point lead for Louisiana as the Bulldogs put on a little full court pressure. Spinning out of it are the Coyotes. And here's Forrest. His shot off the front iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Ebsmeyer. His return shot no good. Again, crashing the boards hard are the Coyotes, and they get the offensive glass. Blake Turner with it. Comes to the near side for Brett Miller. Miller is fouled. It's going to be the first against the Bulldogs and the first against Zach Harrison. .509 to play, so roughly 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter of this first round game. Shot no good for Brett Miller. And the second. And the first foul against the Coyotes. How about a three from the far side? That one's good. Derek Richards with another tray, and he's already got 8 points. 8 of the 10 for Louisiana, 7-point lead, their biggest of the night so far. With it is Forrest, goes to the far side, now top of the key. Work it to Miller. Through Heitmeyer to the far side for Forrest. Forrest gives it back to Brett Miller. Through Heitmeyer, and he throws it away. Turnover gives it back to the Bulldogs, 4:15 to go in the first. Looks like the only area where Paris is doing any good is on offensive rebounds right now. And they haven't been able to get those putback shots. Here's Michael Francis. He's stripped of the ball. Taken back. Good work by Oberhaus. The shot by Francis is short. And Heitmeyer the rebound for Paris. And a travel. Feet got a case of the shimmies before he got going. Up in the backcourt is Forrest. Works against Michael Francis. Tries to come near side. The three is a little long for Heitmeyer, and on the rebound we've got a foul. And it's against Dalton Oberhaus, his first, team second. So both Harrison and Oberhaus with a foul. 3:29 to play in the first. They get it in to Heitmeyer, now back up top. Rentschler with it. Thought about taking a shot there from the edge of the free throw line. It's kicked around out of bounds, back to Louisiana. And Rentschler's wishing he'd taken the shot. Michael Francis for Louisiana. To the near side for Derek Richards. Richards. Bounce pass, great pass to Oberhaus. He goes off the glass and in. Dalton Oberhaus with his first 2 points. Back the other way, Adam Forrest for Paris. To the near side. And a foul. Another foul whistled against the Bulldogs, and that's on Harrison, his second. So he'll be replaced by Remy Feldworth. 2:50 to play, 3 team fouls against Louisiana. They come near side to Heitmeyer, now back up top and around to the far side. Miller thought about 3, didn't take it. Heitmeyer gives it to Rentschler. Pass tipped and stolen. Here's Richards to the hoop and in. Yeah, he's had a good start. 10 points here in the first quarter. Second timeout taken by Paris. 2:33 to play in the first. 14-3, Louisiana leads here in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament on TribCast.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
It's the place there's no place else like. Home. It's the circle of chairs around your fire pit, where all the do you remembers get passed around like bowls of ice cream. It's bacon and eggs in the skillet, crackling along with the laughter.
At Shelter Insurance, we don't just insure your home, we insure all the memories that live inside it. Ask your agent for details. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Let Tim Jenkins in Louisiana show you how insuring your home and auto with Shelter Insurance can save you money.
Both coaches a little animated during the break. We could hear every word Wade Billington was saying from up here. And we know that Coach Smith can be vocal when he wants to be. 3 from the top of the key, that's long. And the rebound pulled down by Derek Richards. Derek to the near side for Oberhaus. He's going to try a 3. It's no good, off the support system, and it'll be Paris ball. 2:08 to play in the first. Rentschler checks out. Ryan Ragsdale in, the 6'1 sophomore for the Coyotes. Adam Forrest in the backcourt for Paris. Over to the far side for Brett Miller. Down low, shot no good. And that inside shooting just has not been there so far for Paris. Here's Francis. He goes to the hoop and scores. 4 points for Mike. Heitmeyer gets past the pressure and gives it off to Brett Miller. Miller hands it for Forrest. Now back up top for Ebsmeyer. To the hoop. And that shot's no good. Put back. No good. 2 misses for Paris. And they just can't buy a bucket right now. Here's Remy Feldworth to the hoop and in. And Louisiana's just pouring it on here in the opening quarter. 18-3. There's one shot going down from the field for Paris. 1 of 2 shooting free throws. Heitmeyer hands it off to the hoop, off the glass, and finally a basket. Ebsmeyer puts it in. Bulldogs. Second time to the line for Paris tonight. And for Brett Miller, he's 1 of 2. The foul, the second on Dalton Overhouse. So both Overhouse and Harrison with 2 fouls. And the first shot is good for the Coyotes, 12-point game. Puts them at 50% shooting free throws here in the early going. Second shot is off the front iron and in. So he improves to 75% shooting from the stripe. Bulldog lead down to 11. Michael Francis with it. Tyler Pedersen came in for Dalton Overhouse after he picked up his second foul. 10 seconds to go, first quarter. Now they trigger the offense. Here's Richards. Out to Francis. Down to 5 seconds. Gives it back to Derek. He goes to the hoop and scores. That'll do it for one quarter of play. 20-7 after the first 8 minutes. Louisiana leads in the Class 2 District 6 opening round here on TribCast.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, the Louisiana Bulldog Booster Club, Cellular and Satellite Center, Collier Funeral Home, Center Locker Service, Shelter Insurance Agent Frank Wallace in Vandalia, Ingram Plumbing, Dino Nobel Incorporated, and by Spring Valley Accounting Service. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast.
Take crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. 2 points for Chris Ebsmeyer, 2 points for Blake Turner, and 3 for Brett Miller. That's all the scoring for Paris through the opening 8 minutes for Louisiana. 2 points for Remy Felderworth, 2 points for Dalton Overhouse, 4 for Michael Francis. The other 12 scored by Derek Richard, inbounding next to the scorer's table. He gets it into Connor Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer now for Brett Miller. Miller back to Adam Forrest to Heitmeyer again. On the near side, it's Miller. They work it in. A lot of moving around going there. Out of bounds, it's back to Louisiana. And I'm thinking Heitmeyer thought there was a Bulldog touch in there because he let it go. 30 seconds gone in the second. Michael Francis goes around the defense, kicks it off through the hands of Tyler Hopkins, but Louisiana keeps possession. 3 from the corner, and that's good. Michael Francis with the tray. He's got 7 points. Dish down low, shot no good, but a foul will send Blake Turner to the line. Four of the 5 fouls, or 3 of the 5 fouls have been shooting fouls. And the first shot's no good, so the score remains 23-7. This one went on Derek Richards, his first, team's 5th. And the second one is off the front iron and down. So 3 points on the night for Turner. Michael, across the line, comes to the near side. Floats it down low. Derek off the glass, good, and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play for Derek Richards. $14 points. Like to make it 15. The foul goes on. Here's as a team. Still down 16. Francis to the near side for Ellsworth. Gets it back. Ellsworth on the near point. Gives it to Derek Richards. Gets it back from Derek. Goes to the far side for Michael Francis. Mike to Richards. Gets it into Felderworth off his hands. And back the other way comes Adam Forrest. Turnaround shot from the baseline. That's short for Blake Turner. And the rebound picked up by Remy. Pass blocked and stolen by Paris. As Richards maybe trying to go a little too fast. Here's a three from the far side. It's short. Misses everything and saved, but not saved. They said Ebsmeyer had stepped out of bounds to get to that ball. So the Bulldogs get it back anyway. And Michael Francis goes to the far side. Back near side for Zach Ellsworth. Gets it again. Here's Richards. Ellsworth. It's on the near side. Richards to Ellsworth. For Michael Francis. Back to Zach Ellsworth. Bounce pass to Derek. Gets it into Remy. Remy goes to the hoop and scores. He had to duck and dip and dive about 3 times, but dodged the defender. Here's a, passed up the 3 attempt. Almost had the ball stripped and gets it up top. With it is Turner. He'll try the tray. It's short. And the rebound pulled down by Felderworth for Louisiana. Here comes Derek Richards. Kicks it far side. Ellsworth couldn't get it clean, so he passes off through Remy to Derek. The 3 ball rims out this time. Remy the rebound, and a foul going to be whistled against Blake Turner, his second. Third team foul against the Coyotes, and checking back in is Zach Rentschler. He'll replace Chris Ebsmeyer. Get it into Remy off the glass and in. And another timeout taken. Remy Felderworth with 6 points, 30-10, a 20-point advantage for the Bulldogs on TribCast.
Danny Orff Contracting, Pike County and surrounding areas construction and remodeling experts. At Danny Orff Contracting, we specialize in construction and remodeling contractor services. We offer free estimates. We have back-to-back scheduling to complete the job promptly and professionally, on time and on budget. If you have a construction project in mind, turn to Danny Orff Contracting. Call today at 573-470-4925.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, a low resident-to-staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ask about the Legacy, the special care unit for Alzheimer's patients. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
After the timeout, Paris ball, midway point of the second quarter. Bulldogs up 20, and Ellsworth with a steal from Rentschler. And they say that Francis was still in the backcourt when he caught that pass from Ellsworth, so an over and back violation gives it back to the Coyotes, unforced at 4:09 to go. With it on the near side is Forrest. Stands in the lane, turns around, shoots, can't hit that one. And on the rebound, Michael Francis calls out the offense. Goes to the far side, now into the corner for Felderworth. Back to Ellsworth, up top again. And to the near side for Derek Richards. Michael Francis. Now Ellsworth again. Lob pass through the hands of Tyler Hopkins, out of bounds. And back into the ballgame comes Dalton Oberhaus, who will replace Hopkins. Paris ball. 3:15 remains in the first half. Long three. That one's offline. Derek the rebound for Louisiana. He's looking up court. Seeing what he can see. Sees Ellsworth. Kicks it back to Remy. Now across to Oberhaus. Now for Francis. Up top. Down low. Felderworth off the glass and in. Bulldogs just on point passing. And 8 points for Remy Felderworth already in this ball game. Off the bench. With it is Blake Turner. Turner, lob pass for Zach Rentschler. Kicks it back out for a three from Brett Miller. Well, that's not exactly where you want to be against Paris. They can shoot the outside shot. (32-16). Bounce pass for Oberhaus. Shot wasn't there for him. Kicks it around near side. Here's Felderworth on the baseline. Back up top to Francis. He'll just take it in. Float one. No. Felderworth, the rebound, is put back high off the glass, and a foul will send Remy to the line. 2:05 to play, quarter number 2 here from Canton. We'll take a break for the next game and then come back for the third game of the night between Van Far and Clopton, a 2-7 matchup. This is the 3-6. And you can tell by the score who the 3 is. Remy misses the first one. The foul, the first on Rentschler. Just 4 team fouls against the Coyotes. Second shot's good. And a substitution as Remy is replaced by Zach Harrison. That'll allow a little full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Where's he going to go with it? He goes short. He was almost still out of bounds when he got the return pass from his teammate. And here's Heitmeyer with it. Over to the far side. Corner. And back up top for Heitmeyer. Gives it to Rentschler. Turnaround shot. A little too long. Rebound knocked around. And on the rebound, we're going to have the third foul already against Dalton Oberhaus. And he'll be replaced by Remy Felderworth. Absmeyer at the line for a 1-and-1, and he makes the first to earn the second. 33-17. And he makes them both. Lob pass to get across the line to Zach Ellsworth. Into the corner. Up and around. Michael Francis gives it to Zach Ellsworth for 3. Looks good, is good. Ellsworth's first 3 points of the night. 36-18, Louisiana. I've seen the Coyotes cut in a little bit here in the second quarter. Some threes would help that. Ball tipped, but retained by Paris. Some extra steps there. We're going to have a foul called against Derek Richards, who was trying to avoid contact. Didn't affect the play any. His second foul. Interesting call. And Derek will check out with 1:06 to go in the half, replaced by Tyler Pedersen. So Rentschler at the line, looking for his first point. And the first shot's no good. And Michael Francis will take it up the floor off the rebound from Remy Felderworth. 1 minute to go, first half. Pedersen with it on the near point. Goes to Ellsworth. Back to Tyler. Pass tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. 45.4 seconds to go in the first half. (36-18) Louisiana. And Francis, double team on him. Kicks it to the free throw line. Now back to Felderworth on the near side. Off the hands of Pedersen, stolen. And off the glass and in is Adam Forrest. Back to a 16-point game. 7 points in the quarter for Forrest. 22 seconds still on the clock. All Louisiana's trying to do is kill the final minute without Derek on the court. 10 seconds. They get it to Remy Felderworth. Now for Francis. Thought about the 3. They get it to Felderworth. Back up top, Pedersen for three, and that one is no good. And we played 2 quarters here from Canton High School. Opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament. Bulldogs lead by 16 through 2 quarters. And we'll start the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We played 2 quarters here in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament, and Louisiana doing what they need to for the most part, leading by 16 through 2 quarters over the Paris Coyotes. Only things you'd really like to clean up if you're Coach Matt Smith are the fouls for 1 point. Just too many of them in the opening 2 quarters. You've got Oberhaus with 3, Harrison with 2, and Derek Richards with 2. So kind of avoid that contact. You're good enough to do so. You just got to play a little bit smarter on the defensive end because that's where most of the fouling has occurred for Louisiana so far. And then that defensive glass, not doing a very good job boxing out. On Paris. Paris, a lot of second chance tries because of their dominance on the rebound so far. So if you can clean up those 2 things, you can make this from a blowout to a rout real quick at the start of the second half of this ball game. 36-20 is our score. Louisiana leads. We'll take a break. Come back with more from Canton High School in a minute on thepeoplestribune.com.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these 2 schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at the People's Tribune and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
2 quarters in the books. Let's check scoring from Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, AK and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Louisiana carried a 20-7 lead after 1 and outscore the Paris Coyotes 16-13 in the second quarter. So Paris has to be a little happier with the second quarter than the first, but Louisiana, they just need to catch fire again and really put this one away early in the second half. For Paris, 3 points for Blake Turner, 4 points for Chris Ebsmeyer, 6 for Brett Meyer, and 7 points for Adam Forrest. He's their top scorer through the first 2 quarters. For Louisiana, 2 points for Dalton Oberhaus, 3 for Zach Ellsworth, 7 points for Michael Francis, 9 for Remy Felderworth, and 15 for Derek Richards. So they're getting that secondary scoring that we talked about in the pregame show, and that has been pretty helpful for Louisiana, that's for sure. As far as free throw shooting goes, six of 8 are the Paris Coyotes, so that's pretty good for them. 75%. Louisiana has only been to the line for 3 shots, and they're 2 of 3 here in the early going of this opening round ball game. Louisiana just coming out of the locker room. Paris came out a moment ago. Quick warm-up, and then we'll start our second half with our La Crosse Lumber Company second half start. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, AK and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime from Canton, Missouri, and the Bulldogs lead it by 16 after 2 on TribCast.
Pike County Hospice provides specialized high-quality care and support to patients and their families facing a life-limiting illness. We offer love, hope, and dignity at the end of life by offering a team approach consisting of physicians, skilled nurses, social workers, spiritual counselors, home health aides, and volunteers. We provide respite care for family and loved ones and offer 24-hour-a-day access to a hospice team. Pike County Hospice reduces financial stress on families and provides bereavement care to loved ones.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
B&B Automotive, home of the $25 oil change up to 5 quarts of oil, is an ASE certified inspection station and offers complete automotive service at a very reasonable rate. Family owned and operated, B&B features low tire prices with many brands to choose from. Stop by or call B&B Automotive in Bowling Green, 573-470-8170. B&B Automotive, 1401 Business Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features AK and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
TribCast video courtesy of Shelter Insurance agent Tim Jenkins in Louisiana. You can save when you insure both home and auto with Shelter. Call Tim Jenkins for details. Second half start brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. We'll take a break after this game as the second game of the night is Canton and South Shelby, the 1-8 matchup, and then we'll be back for that 2-7 between Van Far and Clopton. 2 quarters in the books in our 3-6 game, and Louisiana is up by 16 points as they go over a couple final instructions before sending the teams back out on the floor. Final instructions: don't take so many fouls for Louisiana, as they're not as deep as in years past. Although they're 6-man tonight, Remy Felderworth, 9 points off the bench in the first quarter. Second half start from La Crosse Lumber Company, and we're underway with the Bulldogs now moving from the left to the right. Michael Francis with it, as Ellsworth on the far side. For Brett Miller, he just overpowered the Bulldogs there. Draws the foul, and will have a chance for a 3-point play. He's up to 8 points now. Can make it 9 from the line. And does. Pretty good free throw shooting team, now up over 75%. The foul was the third on Derek Richards. So they protected him for the final minutes of the first half. He comes right out in the first 25 seconds and picks up his third personal. Francis works it into Remy, gets it back. Goes far side for Ellsworth. Ellsworth back to Michael Francis. Kicks it down low. Off the glass and in. Zach Harrison with 2 and a timeout taken after that Harrison bucket. His first 2 points tonight. We'll take a break, too, here in the early going of quarter number 3 on TribCast.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Quick conversation now. Paris back on the floor. So far, it's a 3-2 corner. Coyotes with the advantage. Not on the scoreboard, though. 38-23. To the near side. And back up top for Forrest. They tried to work it inside, and that pass was nowhere close. Someone ran the wrong route, to use a football term. Gives it back to the Bulldogs. Minute 20 gone in quarter number 3. Ellsworth playing catch with Oberhaus on the far side now to Michael Francis. Skip pass over to Oberhaus on the far side to Ellsworth again. Backs it up and goes to Felderworth in the corner. Back up top to Zach Ellsworth. They play catch. Near side, Harrison. Back to Michael Francis. Francis with it again to Ellsworth. As this game is going to be stalled for a little bit. But Derek on the bench. He didn't come out after the timeout. Ellsworth with it. For Francis. Now to Remy Felderworth, and he's fouled. And Remy will go to the line. That's a whole bunch of Canton Tigers coming out of the far side, going to their locker room. They play in the 1-8 matchup next. 5:36 to go in the third quarter here. Felderworth rims out the first one. He's now 1 of 3 shooting free throws. And stuck on 9 points. Hits this one, you got an even 10. He's long on that one, and the rebound eventually pulled down. A couple of Coyotes were fighting over it. Here's a NBA range three, rims out. Putback is good. That's Blake Turner. He's got 5 points. 38-25. Ellsworth with it. To Michael Francis. He backs up further. It's almost like they're trying to skip the third quarter now that Derek has 3 fouls. Oberhaus back up top for Francis. Almost stolen. Here's Dalton Oberhaus around a pick. Gives it to Zach Harrison, who's fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot a pair. First on Chris Ebsmeyer. And the first shot is good. 3 points for Harrison. And he hit the second as well. Lead up to 15. And here comes Paris. Lob pass. Shot off the glass and good for Turner as they start working that long pass down low. Bounce pass to Ellsworth on the far side. Oberhaus. Harrison played catch. Now they go back out top for Ellsworth. To Oberhaus from the free throw line. His shot's good. Dalton Oberhaus. Quickly the other way. 3, no good from the far side. Another offensive rebound, this time by Miller. Gives it to Heitmeyer. He can't hit. And the rebound goes to the floor. Picked up by Oberhaus, who hands it off to Michael Francis. Michael across the line, 3:45 to go. Blocked off the glass. And here comes Paris back the other way to the hoop. And no! A rebound this time by Harrison. He's bumped and fouled. That's pure frustration there by Brent Miller as he picks up the personal, his second. Third team foul. He'll check out. Replaced by Zach Rentschler. 42-27. 3:30 to play. Ellsworth on the far side with it. Through Harrison back to Ellsworth now for Michael Francis. To Dalton Oberhaus. Bounce pass to Harrison. Harrison finds his way to the hoop and passed up the shot, and it was stolen. Trying to pass it across the lane to Felderworth, and it just wasn't there. Here's a 3 attempt, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Dalton Oberhaus. Take the points when they give them to you. Kill the clock the rest of the way. Harrison to Ellsworth. Back to Francis to the far side for Oberhaus. For Ellsworth again. In the corner for Michael Francis. Francis dips it down low. Remy, reverse layup is good. Nice spin move by Remy Felderworth, and he's into double figures. 11 points. 3, top of the key is short. Rebound off of Ebsmeyer. Either his head or the back of his shoulder, and out of bounds back to Louisiana. 2:20 to go. Louisiana without Derek Richards, who picked up his third foul in the first 30 seconds of this third quarter. So they've been playing a possession game and take what Paris gives you. Here's a shot from Oberhaus, no good. The rebound pulled down by Blake Turner. And a travel called against Connor Heitmeyer. That gives it back to Louisiana, just over 2 minutes. And off the bench comes Derek Richards. He replaces Remy Felderworth, who has 11 points. (44-27). Louisiana leads. Looking for a second-round matchup against either Vanfar or Clopton. Ellsworth, trouble, lost it, and a timeout taken before he lost it out of bounds by the Bulldogs. 1:44 to play, third quarter, here on TribCast.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Equal housing lender.
District basketball on TribCast is brought to you in part by McMailer & Sons Backhoe Excavating, Septic Pumping, and Porta Potty Rental Service, Stanek Auto and Supply, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Knight Equipment Company, Mimi's Mart and More in Curryville, the Remax Realty Shop, Southside Bar and Grill, and by D&H Electric. More district hoops are coming up. This is TribCast. The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone. Michael Francis to Derek Richards on the far point after the timeout. Gives it to Zach Harrison, and he's fouled by Rentschler, his second. 1:31 to play, third quarter here from Canton. Class 2 District 6 tournaments. Inbound pass to the floor, and they got it back. Good work by Harrison to Oberhaus for the basket. Never gave up. Knew he couldn't take a timeout, so he just kept working at it. That shot high off the glass. Another offensive rebound for Paris. Putback shot is good by Blake Turner. Minute 7 to play in the third. Bounce pass to the far side for Oberhaus. Through Harrison to the near side for Ellsworth. Zach Ellsworth gives it back to Michael Francis. As Derek Richards on his left comes to the right for Ellsworth. He goes baseline, kicks it back. Oberhaus for three. That one rims out. Rebound tipped in the air, and then it goes off of Paris out of bounds. And a couple substitutions. First look at Ryan Ragsdale in the second half. He played briefly in the first half. They give it to Harrison off the inbound. He scores. Zach Harrison having a good third quarter, 6 points. With it is Brett Miller. Miller to the near point for Connor Heitmeyer. Now for Zach Rentschler, gives it back to Heitmeyer. Heitmeyer going to spin, kicks it back to Miller from the free throw line. Miller's shot is long. Rebound tipped in the air. We're going to have a foul on Harrison, his third. He goes over the back. 18.1 seconds to go. And you got to make it through these just short of 20 seconds without any more fouls if you're the Bulldogs. Over to the far side for Heitmeyer. Now for Rentschler, back up top for Miller. Final 10 seconds. They work it down low. Turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound picked up by Oberhaus. 5 seconds to go. Here's Michael Francis, 1 second. He puts up the three at the buzzer. It's just a tad short. We played 3 quarters here from Canton High School. Louisiana leads Paris 48-29 through 3 quarters on TribCast.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids. With an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at PCMH, and I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. Working with Clopton, Bowling Green, and Louisiana schools, we strive to prevent, diagnose, and treat a wide variety of injuries, ranging from sprains and fractures to heat stroke and concussions. In addition to sports coverage, we offer impact testing for head injuries as well as athletic enhancement for those athletes looking to get a step ahead of the competition. Rest assured, we're at work while your athletes are at play.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Looked like Paris was doing some good things. They had Derek Richards to the bench after he picked up his third foul. But when it's all said and done, Louisiana wins the third quarter 10-9 in scoring. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, AK and Ken Feeds, Ascaro and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. And we'll get to it as soon as we get a little lull in the action here. They work it down low, and a steal by Harrison, almost stolen back. They get it to Richards, who scores. 3 passes up the floor, and Richards has 17 points. Over to the far side for Turner. He's got 12. He's their top scorer. He hands it off for Forrest, who has 7 points, and work it down low to Ragsdale, who gets his first 2 of the night. Brett Miller with 9 points. Chris Ebsmeyer with 4. And that's all the scoring for Paris. Oh, nice pass. Unable to finish, though, is Harrison. Kind of lucky to pick up his 4th personal there, too. With it is Ebsmeyer, now back up top for Adam Forrest. Forrest from just inside the three-point line's no good. Rebound pulled down by Oberhaus. And looking to run is Richards. He hands off for Francis. Now to Oberhaus. Oberhaus drives. No, but a foul will send Dalton Oberhaus to the line. 6 points for Zach Harrison tonight. 6 for Dalton Oberhaus. 3 points for Zach Ellsworth. 7 for Michael Francis. 11 for Remy Feldworth off the bench. Now 17 for Derek Richards. And at the line is Dalton Oberhaus, the foul, the second on Chris Ebsmeyer. First shot good. So 7 points now for Oberhaus. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, YoungEnterprisesInc.com. 2 more games on TribCast tonight. Ladies semifinal from Winfield as he hit them both. Bowling Green against Lutheran St. Charles. And here we'll have Van Far Clopton. Tomorrow we'll have Clopton against Paris in the ladies semifinals. A 3-2 matchup. That shot no good. And the rebound pulled down by Harrison. Ahead to Francis. Francis dishes off. Shot good. That's Ellsworth. And a timeout taken after that one. 54-31, 6:16 to play. Louisiana in control here in the opening round on TribCast.
Mary, you're glowing gold. I know. I joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at Shell.
And I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Whether you've got 10 acres or 75, the Kubota M7060 has the versatility to match your needs. With better features than those found on a typical standard tractor, the M7060 offers a deluxe seat with armrest, wide floor area, plus a high-quality Kubota engine and transmission. Now get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months or great customer instant rebates. Your authorized Kubota dealer in Bowling Green is Meyer Implement Company, Business Highway 61 North. Offered now through March 31st, 2018. See us or go to Kubota USA for more information. Meyer Implement Company. We appreciate your business.
Paris with the ball after the timeout. And it is Connor Heitmeyer with it. Gets it up to Turner. Far side now. And up top again. Good give and go that time to the hoop. And scoring is Adam Forrest. He's got 9 points. .21 Louisiana lead. Here's Ellsworth with it. To Richards, now to Francis. Touch pass, Ellsworth for 3, and that's long. Rebound pulled in by Blake Turner for the Coyotes. Unable to hit, walking through the lane was Forrest, and now a giveaway back to Richards and the Bulldogs. To Ellsworth, to the hoop. No, too hard off the glass. And now we're going back the other way. Here's Forrest. He's going to slow things up. Skip past far side for Brett Miller. Miller back to Forrest. Forrest, spin move to the high blocks and a travel called against Adam Forrest. That gives it back to the Bulldogs. 3 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Louisiana going to take on either Van Far or Clopton in the semis. Barring some sort of miracle comeback by Paris, of course. To the near side with it. Ellsworth gets it down low. Harrison off the glass and in. Zach Harrison. 8 points for Zach now. We thought he was struggling until the second half began. Here's Miller. A give and go to Turner into the corner now for Forrest. Forrest to the high blocks. Try to reverse scoop. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ellsworth. Who hands it off to Harrison? I think every Bulldog touched it before it got across the line. Francis with it. 4:10 remaining here in the ball game. Harrison to Ellsworth. Now for Francis. Michael just angles to the far side. Ellsworth, Harrison, now Francis again. Not even really trying that hard to kill time now. And the hands just out for Coach Billington. Shot no good, out of bounds, back to Paris, 3:27 to go. There was no urgency from the Paris defense on that last Louisiana possession. Bulldogs didn't get any points, but they took a minute off the clock. Down to 3:20, Rentschler to the far side. Going baseline, backing out and scoring is Brett Miller. He's into double figures now. Three minutes to go. Richards to Ellsworth. They kick it back over House. Hands it back to Michael Francis for Zach Ellsworth. Now for Dalton Oberhaus again. To the near side. They work it to Ellsworth. Back to Francis. I'm just going to kick back and watch along with you for a minute. Francis with the ball for the Bulldogs. Gives it back to Oberhaus. They work it back door to Ellsworth, and he scores. Zach Ellsworth with the finish for Louisiana. Now he's got 7 points. Trying to scoop pass to Rentschler. That didn't work out. Then Rentschler safe at second base, but doesn't come up with the ball. Athletic move from the big man, though. Richards, far side for Harrison, now to Ellsworth. Near side for Michael Francis. And finally, a foul whistled. It's the third on Brett Miller. Minute 38 to go. And into the ball game comes Reese Barton as he replaces Chris Ebsmeyer. So Paris starting to replace the starters. Oberhaus back to Harrison, now to Francis. To the near side for Dalton Oberhaus. Four fresh getting ready to check in for the Bulldogs. Minute 12 to play. Here's Derek Richards. And a timeout to make the substitution. Minute 8 on the clock, and Louisiana's starters make their way to the bench. Ellsworth still in there, or Feldworth came back in. Into the ball game, Tyler Hopkins. Harrison with the ball is Pedersen. Harrison with it. To the near side for Ellsworth. 45 seconds to go. Back to Harrison. I don't even think I need to move the camera again. Now a foul on Rentschler. His third. And that's the team 7th. It should be a 1-and-1, yeah. That'll send Tyler Hopkins to the line. And the first one's good. He earns the second. So Tyler Hopkins in the book. And the lead goes to 59-35. Be nice if they got to 60. Not on that shot. He hits one of two. 59-35, 22 seconds to go. Rentschler from behind the free throw line. His shot was flat. Remy with the board. Having all sorts of trouble with it in a tie-up in the far corner. Reese Barton pulled it. But it's Bulldogs ball. And Matthew Harrison will inbound it. 5 seconds to go. And Louisiana going on to the semis. Ellsworth will be the last man with it. And we go right to the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. 59-35 our final here in the opening round of the Class 2 District 6 tournament on TribCast.
When you contract with a local company, you're sure to receive friendly, professional service, and that's just what you'll get with Orff Construction. A homegrown company, Orff Construction specializes in residential and commercial projects. A state-certified septic installer, Orff's offers backhoe, skid steer, and excavation services. Call 324-3552 for your next project, and remember, Orff's does basements, grading, and much more. Orff Construction in Bowling Green.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like...
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to ride.
6 and moves on to the semifinals. Will take on either 2-seed Van Far or 7-seed Clopton in the semifinals. Let's get a final check of the scoring with Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Ken Feeds, Ascaro and DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more, and YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Paris, they were outscored in the final quarter 11-6 by the Bulldogs. They had 2 points from Ryan Ragsdale tonight, 4 for Chris Ebsmeyer, 9 points for Adam Forrest, 11 for Brett Miller, and 12 points for Blake Turner. There's all your scoring for Paris. They did have 2 guys in double figures, 1 knocking on the door. So not a bad night for the number 6 seed. For Louisiana, kind of a bench game for them. They got a point from Tyler Hopkins tonight, 7 from Michael Francis, 7 from Zach Ellsworth, 8 points for Zach Harrison, 8 points for Dalton Oberhaus, 11 for Remy Felderworth, the 6th man for Louisiana, and 17 for Derek Richards. He was used sparingly in the second and third quarters of this ball game as he got picked up that 3rd foul quickly in the third quarter, first 30 seconds. So we didn't see him pretty much at all until the end of the 3rd quarter for Louisiana. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A.K. and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. We'll take a break here on the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. You see South Shelby and Canton getting warmed up on the floor. That's the 1-8 matchup. We'll not have that one. Maybe a little bonus coverage at the end, possibly. I like to do that. And then we'll have Van Far taking on Clopton, our second game of the night from here, and Bowling Green and Lutheran St. Charles from Winfield. Chuck and April on the call down at Winfield High School. We'll take a break, come back with more after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Take your local grocery shopping list to your area county market in Louisiana and Vandalia to save big this week on items your family loves. Score big on specials every day throughout the store in every department. And don't forget to use your Max card, the County Market app, or mycountymarket.com for even more savings. Have a great time at this year's Bowling Green tournament and visit County Market in Louisiana or Vandalia, pregame or postgame.
Danny Orff Contracting, Pike County and surrounding areas construction and remodeling experts. At Danny Orff Contracting, we specialize in construction and remodeling contractor services. We offer free estimates. We have back-to-back scheduling to complete the job promptly and professionally, on time and on budget. If you have a construction project in mind, turn to Danny Orff Contracting. Call today at 573-470-4925.
Whether you are ready for a retirement home or care recovering from a hospital stay or surgery, Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana can provide assisted living to keep you active, safe, and healthy. Lynn's Heritage House offers a beautiful country setting, private and semi-private rooms with bathroom, a low resident-to-staff ratio, is Medicaid accepted with an RN available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ask about the Legacy, the special care unit for Alzheimer's patients. Elegant, affordable assisted living. Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane, Louisiana.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Still waiting on our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game to emerge from the locker room. We'll tell you we'll be back here tomorrow for the ladies semifinals of this Class 2 District 6 tournament as number 3 seed Clopton will take on number 2 seed Paris in the ladies semis. The other semi for the ladies is Knox County, not Knox County. That's who Clopton beat in the opening round. It'll be Canton and South Shelby, the matchup, as Canton, the 5 seed, had the slight upset over the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame on thepeoplestribune.com.
Nothing outworks an F-Series. Nothing outsells an F-Series. No matter what you're doing, Ford trucks are the trucks the guys and gals who do the hardest work depend on. Don't miss the great deals on America's best-selling brand. Hurry into Pogue Ford today for great deals on new and used vehicles. Whether you're looking for a car, SUV, or truck, Pogue Ford has you covered. Visit soon at Pogue Ford, Business 61 South in Bowling Green, or visit online at PogueFord.com. Pogue Ford, where they treat their customers like friends and family.
Before or after the games at this year's district tournaments, let's go Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and at Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester fried chicken, and more. Good luck to our area teams this week from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store at the Bridge in Louisiana. Let's go Airco.
Proudly serving the area at 201 South Main in Vandalia, Cole Chiropractic Center is proud to support area high school basketball action on TribCast. Cole Chiropractic Center invites you to call or stop by if you've suffered a sports injury, work injury, or been involved in any type of auto accident. Dr. Cole at Cole Chiropractic offers gentle chiropractic care, 24-hour emergency services with most insurances accepted. Don't suffer needlessly. Call 594-2663. Cole Chiropractic Center, 201 South Main in Vandalia.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast Postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Welcome back. We're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game. 11 points tonight off the bench for Remy Felderworth, and this kind of turned into a bench game for you guys a little bit with a couple of the starters getting into early foul trouble, and boy, they needed you out there, and you respond with 11 points tonight, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, a lot of the players, a lot of us had to help out off the bench because we got into foul trouble pretty early, so we just had to come in and take care of business.
You guys, even when you started getting into that bench a little bit, we're still able to work that pass down low. It was looking really, really good tonight.
Yeah, we work on that quite a bit in practice with the passing and handling, and we've been scouting this team for quite some time now with the delays because the eyes were able to practice a little more and just really know how they were going to defend it and know what to do to score.
What do you guys need to work on for the semifinal now?
We're going to need to work on our defense a little more. We just need to work on locking down teams, and because offense comes pretty naturally to some of the players, more of the gifted players on our team, and
guy just bit it below you there. But it seemed like you guys were having a little trouble boxing out on the defensive glass tonight.
Yeah, that's a really crucial thing that our coach likes to get on to us about, and it really is a problem for us. Our coach uses the term soft quite a bit. He always says we need to box out more, and we really do.
Well, and that kind of led to the problems, the foul trouble a little bit, because you guys were kind of diving in instead of being in position.
Yeah, whenever we don't get the offensive board or defensive board, we always get kind of frustrated, and a lot of the fouls come from frustration sometimes. So that's something we really need to work on, is doing better off the glass.
Well, congratulations, you guys did what you need to. Boy, that was interesting. That's third quarter. It seemed like you guys were killing clock almost the entire time.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we get a little bit of a lead, our coach likes to just make it more of a run-through of all of our plays to try to get some practice in, kind of, I guess you could say.
Well, congratulations, and we'll see you in a couple nights.
Yeah.
That's our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, Remy Felderworth. Good interview, too. Here in the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. 59-35 our final. I'm going to the hospitality room. We'll be back in about an hour as Van Far will take on Clopton in the 2-7 matchup. And we'll see you then. Chuck and April getting ready to go on about the same time down in Winfield as Bowling Green girls will take on Lutheran St. Charles. So for just a little while, we say goodbye from Canton.